Sheila.
One, two.
Fucking love Sheila. I think Sheila is like, one of the earliest memories that I have of having a crush on a fictional character.
You know,
I'm not mistaken.
knowing you, it being a kangaroo also completely makes sense.
That's fucking hilarious. Can I? Okay.
You got called out, motherfucker.
I don't care. That's hilarious. Okay. Can I just say, I was talking to my therapist the other day, and we were both laughing because I told her that I have a legacy among my friends, and I have officially been declared, I have a vibe now. So whenever somebody plays something or watches something or sees or hears something, they go, "Yeah, that's a Veras vibe."
Yep.
And it's
that's half the crap I send you on Instagram.
It's so I fucking love it because I think it's hilarious that I have now coined such a heavy personality that people start associating shit with me now, and I love it. So no, I think that's the funniest thing in the world.
It is so funny.
God.
Would you like that card?
Yeah,
I can't believe how on brand that was. Anyway, yeah, go ahead and read the card.
I was gonna say I've known you for almost 10 years, a little over.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there is a Veras vibe. When you were a kid, what did you think you were going to be when you grew up?
Musician. I started making my own music and writing my own songs when I was 10 years old, and I would actually release them. I would record them. It was just vocals only. I couldn't play instruments.
Fair.
But I would write songs and sing them
those.
into a little I had this little video camera that could record audio.
Yeah.
And then I would have my dad put them on the computer and burn CDs of them for me.
Oh, that's nice.
And I still have all of those. And then right before that, I was thinking I would be a comic book artist. I was obsessed with making comic books. I don't know if I've ever told this story on this channel before, but I figure I've told you guys at least that one time that I got in serious trouble in my elementary school because I started a comic selling business.
Oh, I think I remember that story. Yeah, tell that story. Tell that for everyone at home and for Dan.
In third grade, for the non-Americans, I was probably 10.
Third grade, you were 10?
Yeah, because I would have been 12 going into 6th grade. So back 2 years is fourth grade. It was 4th grade. Never mind. 8 or 9.
Okay,
then.
yeah,
8 or
that
9.
makes a little bit more sense. That's okay.
I can't do math.
No,
8 or
it's
9
fine.
for the non-Americans.
I was like, whoa.
I also...
He was in primary school.
I was going to say, as a aside to this story, I actually missed the cutoff to be in the class of 2018 by 2 weeks. I would have been in the grade before you.
I'm actually so fucking glad you missed that cutoff because then we may not have been friends, and I cannot picture a timeline where we're not.
God, no. Me either.
So...
You formed pretty much who I was in high school.
Yay.
But yeah, no, because of how my birthday falls, which was generally the first or second day of school, I missed the cutoff to be in the class of 2018 by I think it was a week and a half or 2 weeks.
Sure.
Anyway, so third grade,
yes.
I had this company called Legend Productions that I ran, and I put that in quotes because it wasn't an officially recognized anything.
Sure.
And I would draw comic books of my own original characters and everything. I had Claw and Fireball, Power Punch, that kind of thing.
Ooh, that's...
And myself, as well as a couple other people I will not name here, used to draw our own comics, and we had this existing comic book universe with each other.
That's so cool, honestly.
And so I would then take those home and use the scanner on my printer to print out copies because they were pretty much only ever one sheet of paper folded in half. So you opened it up and then that was the whole comic kind of thing.
Oh, so they were short comics.
They were very short. So fair. I would take them home, I would put them on the scanner and print out copies of them, and then I would take them into school. And in elementary school that I was in, to take the kids home, they used to put us in the gymnasium, and everybody would line up by their bus number.
Oh yeah, we did something
in one big line.
Interesting. Okay.
So
we were just sent home when I went.
So they would line us all up. There would be 7 or 8 lines in the gymnasium, and then you would just find which one was your bus. And as the bus pulled up, they would pull the line out to go onto your bus.
That's fair.
It was very efficient.
That's great. They never did that with me. That's what I'm just telling you.
Yeah, but because of... I was bus number 10, which was, I think, the 4th or 5th bus to arrive most of the time. So there was plenty of time that I was sitting in this gymnasium around other kids.
Sure.
So I would take that photocopied version of my comic, and I would sell it for $0.25 a piece. I had a couple of different customers. I made about $5 a week.
Wow.
And this was as an 8-year-old, so like
Yeah,
$5 is $100 to an 8-year-old.
Absolutely.
Actually, that's still impressive though, because you sold each of them for a quarter. You made $5. That's a lot.
Roughly
for
$5 a
quarters.
week. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like what,
And then
20?
it became such a
Something?
lucrative
10?
business that I even
No, 20. That's 20 comics.
something like that. Yeah.
That's great.
It became such a
impressive.
lucrative business that I started selling Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards too.
Fuck yeah.
And I was a little business mogul. And then I remember it was Halloween at the end of 3rd grade. I was dressed as. Do you remember my Bucket Knight character?
No, I don't think so.
I had a character where I was a medieval knight, but I'd wear one of those like wire trash cans on my head.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, so I was dressed as Bucket Knight. It was
Yeah.
Halloween, 3rd grade. And I'm in music class, and I get the teacher gets a call that they want me in the office.
oh boy.
Oh no.
And I go into the office, and they were like, "So we've heard that you have been selling stuff to students in the bus lines." And I was like, "Yeah." And
Of course.
like, oh god, the vice principal was so fucking pissed. They kept me in there for like a long time. I was forced to give that week's profits back to the kids that bought stuff.
Okay.
They couldn't do anything about the rest of the money. I'd already spent it. I didn't have it.
Well, yeah.
But I was forced to give that week's profit back to the kids that bought stuff. And then they called my parents in, and my mom comes in, and they're explaining the situation, and my mom is like, "And the problem is?"
yeah.
It's like, what's the problem?
So my parents love to tell this too. Every principal or vice principal or like naggy teacher hates to see my parents coming. Unless I like actively did something illegal or wrong, my parents did not care. So like the vice principal was thinking it's like the end of the world because I decided to start a little business as an 8-year-old. And my parents are like, "What's the issue?" And he's like, "Well, it's an illegal selling. Like we can't have commercial selling on a school property." And my mom was like, "He's 8."
Yeah. Like,
He's
what
8.
the
He's
fuck?
selling stuff for a quarter.
Yeah. Like if you were like scamming kids, that would be one thing.
I was selling them real products. I was making new issues pretty much every week of like all my characters.
Yeah, and also the other thing
Like-
too is that if you had consistent people getting
Did. I had the same like 3 customers that were regulars.
Yeah, so clearly it was
Yeah.
something that like people were like felt like, oh, like this is a a product I want to get. Like
At this point too, I had even expanded into. Do you remember paper Beyblades?
I don't remember paper
I didn't know they were made
Beyblades.
of paper, but
Oh well, so there used to be this folding technique you could do. We used to call them paper Beyblades, but they were probably called something else. There was this folding technique where you took 2 like strips of folded paper and you could like fold them into each other to make a spinner.
ooh.
And I had learned how to do that, so I had expanded my business to not only comics and trading cards, but I had started selling paper, like origami kind of things, like the paper spinners, or I'd make paper footballs for people.
That's very cool.
Like I was actively doing stuff and providing services.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I was told to stop, and they kept a really, really close eye
Did you get
on
a
me.
second warning?
No, I only got the first warning. Thankfully, the only like reprimand I had to do was give that week's profit back.
Yeah.
But they just kept a really close eye on me for the rest of the year. They did not ever they always had a teacher like relatively close to me in the bus line after that
God.
to make sure I wasn't doing it again.
God damn.
Give me a break.
But yeah, I knew Veras knew that story. I wasn't sure if you did.
I didn't.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All spawned from the question, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I
Oh,
was
right.
gonna, I
That
was
was the
gonna start selling my CDs too, but they stopped me before I could figure out how to create more of them to sell.
Damn.
That's awesome, dude. Dude, here's my demo.
Yeah, here's my mixtape.
Here's my mixtape.
Yeah.
Yeah, because James. Also worth noting, James and I are both on Spotify.
Yeah. Well, that's for my other thing. That's for DJ Witchcraft, which came much later.
No, yes,
But,
but
yeah.
it is worth noting that I'm on Spotify as the Sketchshot Orchestra. James is on Spotify as DJ Witchcraft.
DJ Witchcraft is currently on hiatus while I figure out what I want to do for the next album. But
Yeah.
Fair.
it'll be
Both
back
very
in
good
time.
music.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate
you. I
it.
appreciate that.
Fucking, I like,
You're
there are days I'll just listen to Sketchshot Orchestra and I'll just be like,
I do
"No,
very
today-"
much love your music.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I just make all my shit using the GarageBand loops because
So do I.
Because it's legal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
fuck it. Yeah, James and I both make music the same way. So it's like whatever. But no, I thank you. I appreciate that. I take a lot of pride in making my stuff. I mostly just make scores now.
Yeah.
for projects because I haven't really had an album idea since Through the Mother Loving World.
That was
So
a fantastic
I like
album.
that album.
now just make scores. Thanks. Dude, I miss when we.
Moonlit Grand Prix.
Oh yeah, I love that song.
I like that one because it sounds like the intro to that one Defunct Land video.
Yeah, it does.
Because I designed it specifically to sound like the beginning of the Fast Pass video.
Hell yeah.
I designed it to make it sound like that because I've watched that Fast Pass video like 7 times. I love it so much.
I do love that video.
But yeah, no, I it's fun. I like making music in my own little way, and people keep asking me to make music for them, and I'm just like, you guys know that I don't know what I'm doing, right? But it's fine. People have always told me, this kind of leads into this question actually, because people have always told me that I have a great musical ear, but I don't know how to fucking channel it and use it.
Me either.
So I've just been kind of raw dogging it for a while. James, you and I have the same problem, James, is that we both
yeah.
have like this innate musical ability that neither of us know how to tap into because neither of us have the attention span to
Or the
properly learn
patience.
music theory.
Yeah. Or the patience to sit down and actually
yeah.
figure out what the hell a chord is.
Exactly. Exactly. Because like I learned how to play drums, but that's because it's hit thing make sound. That's it.
true.
So I know how to play drums.
I did
but
learn
that's
how to
it.
play drums, which is ironic that that's the only instrument I also know.
Yeah, I really want to learn piano.
I really want to learn piano, and I have tried to sit down and learn piano like 4 separate times.
Yeah.
And I keep going, well, I'm bored now. Like,
Yeah.
Dan, can you say the wording of the question exactly for me one more time? Just so I can answer it properly.
Hold on. I
you can
already
remember
put
it.
the card back.
Sorry.
I have to look for it again.
I think it was, what did you think you were going to be when you
Yeah,
grew up? I think
it was
something
something
like
like
that.
That's essentially what it was.
that was
Like,
the gist
as
of
a
the question.
Okay, you don't have to search for it then.
I'm gonna keep looking. Just
I thought I was going to be a game developer when I was a kid
Hell yeah.
because I had a lot of story ideas as a kid, and I still do, obviously, because the people who follow my other work, I make like comics and I make, you know, my little videos.
Check out
and-
Zany Zooland. It's really fun.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That is my.
I'm wearing a
crowning-
Zany Zoolin t-shirt right now.
Actually, he is. Dan is wearing the. That's not even available anymore.
Nope.
So I should bring that shirt back. Dan's wearing a cereal spoof shirt
Yep.
for Zany
It
Zoolin.
is so old.
It is very
So
old.
worn out. I found the card. When you were a kid, what did you think you were going to be when you grew up?
Yeah, I thought I was going to be a game developer because I wanted to tell all my stories through game, and then I realized that I don't have the patience to program because I originally went to college for programming, realized that was dumb, and switched to art instead. So I started making comics instead, and motion comic videos on YouTube, which is where Gene and Clark came from, and I'm really in like the multi-circus.
Yeah.
Which
I'm in the multi-circus.
Yes,
I
you
think
are.
Both of us are in the multi-circus, right?
Yes, Dan played Benjamin, you played Adam.
Yeah, I knew I played Adam. I just couldn't remember what Dan played.
Yeah, Benjamin.
But those are I love my little characters. I love my little story, and I want to keep telling them. But I'm kind of getting to a point where my stories are getting too big for me to do it on my own. So I need like a comic artist to come in and help me, who can like replicate my style pretty well. So that's kind of why Zany Zooland has been on a hiatus for so long. For anybody who's wondering about that, and why the Bioprison Anthology series has been on pause for such a long time.
It's outgrown its staff.
Yes, it has,
Yeah.
of one person. So unfortunately, I need a bigger team for it now. But the story is basically completely written, and everything is all set in stone. I just need to actually produce it now and just have fun with it.
That is
But-
the hardest part.
Yes, it is. But I'm just. I don't know. I've always wanted to be a storyteller. I just never really knew how until I started making comics and stuff. And I think I finally found my art style. So I'm really happy with that. So
Yay.
but
You got all
yeah,
the gems.
I did. I'm super pumped to show you guys the story because I think it's coming along really nicely.
Oh yeah.
So Dan, what did you think you were gonna be when you grew up?
I knew that I wanted to be a writer as a kid. But the problem is, as a kid, I was way too short-sighted. So I had no fucking clue how to do that. So I was like, I just wanted to say cool stories and share the things I liked. So one of those mediums was I also did comics, but I didn't do them as frequently as it sounds like you did.
Well, I don't know. You did a lot of handmade comics, didn't you?
I did a few, but I did more illustrations than I did comics.
Yeah, I have a lot of concept illustrations on my computer that I should probably share.
I still have all of the original copies of all of my comics.
Yeah.
They're up in a memorabilia box in the attic.
Yeah, sorry, Dan, keep going.
No, you're good. But like, one of the things that I used to do a lot as a kid was like I did a lot of concept. I did do a lot of concept work, but mine was more like item based.
Oh, like relics and stuff, right?
Like relics, yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
I made sets of armor. I made like weapons.
Dan is so okay.
Bro needs to be a Minecraft modder.
That's so funny.
I genuinely don't know if I should be insulted or not.
No. Not at all.
That wasn't meant as an insult, but I realized it sounded way funnier than it actually was meant to be.
I know what you
No, Dan is really good at artifacts and history.
Yeah.
Dan is really good at. Dan is.
Ironically, I'm a great fictional historian.
Yes, Dan is an incredible fictional historian. Dan is like if J.R.R. Tolkien wasn't on crack. And like.
Well, we don't know if he's on crack.
Well, that's a good point, Dan.
I still love the fact that J.R.R. Tolkien, and yes, I'm on crack.
Thank you for confirming.
Yeah, J.R.R. Tolkien wrote for the Oxford Dictionary.
That's crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's funny because when he originally posted, when he originally sent Lord of the Rings to his publishing company, to get it published.
Yeah.
One of the things his editors came back with was like, "Oh, you didn't do Dwarven right."
What do you mean you didn't do Dwarven right? Didn't he make the language?
So no, the word dwarf. So
like he spelt it wrong?
So they said at the time that it's not dwarves, it's dwarfs.
Oh.
And then
so this fucker decided to change the dictionary?
No, he wrote the dictionary. Tolkien wrote the dictionary.
Yeah, so he was able to be like, "No, you morons."
Exactly. Because of this thing and this thing and this thing, you're wrong. And shut up.
I love that.
And it remained.
That is so funny.
From everything I've ever learned about Tolkien, he seems like he was the most gives no fuck person you could possibly find.
Oh yeah, he wrote languages.
Yeah.
For fun.
Yeah.
That's something I aspired to do.
And now you can
Whoa.
What?
That was a fucked up number up there. Yeah.
Yo. Right before the towers fell.
All I can ever think of now is I'm an avid Smosh watcher. I love
You're
Smosh.
a Smotcher?
Yes. I love Smosh.
God.
And like one of my favorite recent things with that was one of their newer cast members thinking for half a second that 9/11 happened in 2011.
Angela?
Yeah.
I am so in love with Angela.
I love her so much.
Oh my God.
Did you hear the trending audio from her?
What of her thinking about 9/11?
No, the Pepperdy thing where it was like no, she can't do that. Wait, I need to calm down.
Yes.
I'm an adult.
Yes. Yeah. I need to calm down. Everything's fine.
I'm an adult.
I'm at work. I'm an adult.
But yeah.
Are you kidding?
That was from another Pepperdy episode where she briefly thought that 9/11 happened in 2011.
That's so nuts.
Oh my God.
And she was like, oh, it was crazy that they were doing that in 2011. And they were like, what do you think happened in 2011?
Yeah.
And she's like, 9/11. And I just fucking die.
Did you see Gweenus Weenus?
Yep.
That was so funny. Anyway, getting back to Dan.
Right.
I want to, because, like, here's the thing. Something that is very interesting is that people have always said that Dan and I get along too well as siblings.
Yeah, people have been telling us that our entire
You guys
lives.
argue like an old married couple. I don't know how anybody thinks that.
Because it's 50-50.
Yeah.
It's like, we'll
Yeah.
either argue like an old married couple, or we'll get along, or we'll agree on shit. Oh, no!
A post Spyro.
Bro had to strike a pose.
No, but, like, I mean, all in all, like, Dan and I do get along really well at the end of the day.
Yes.
And we work together really, really well on stuff. Like, we do argue and we have our differing opinions. But at the end of the day, we do get along very well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We always come to a consensus.
All
Yeah.
old married couples do in the end.
That is
Yeah.
true. But that's the thing, is that, like, it was super funny because I remember one day, like, me and Dan were just kind of talking and hanging out. And I was like, oh, yeah, and, like, we were talking about creative stuff. And I was like, Dan, I just realized something. I was like, you're very, very good at establishing the background and history of something while I'm over here and I'm really good at writing dialogue. So if Dan and I combine our efforts into making a series together, we would literally be unstoppable.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where the Bioprism Anthology series started going.
I remember that. I remember that transition.
Yeah, because Dan and I kind of started working together on it and like including a lot of his stuff in it. It's been super interesting to kind of combine our talents.
Yeah, I mean, I've had like this whole like thing set up like early on.
Yeah.
That just kind of happened to play out in the Bioprism series.
Yeah.
Like later on, and it worked out to its benefit in this way.
Yeah.
Because it's either that or we just established a plot point that like brings everything together.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like we've simplified things, we've cut things down. I've removed a lot of things that we just don't like. Camp Maplewood's not a part of the series anymore.
Yeah.
That is the biggest change that I have brought. I didn't even tell you, Dan, this is the first time I'm telling you that.
No, that's fair.
Yeah. But also, like, your reaction tells me everything I need to know that I should have removed it, like, years ago.
I mean, you telling me that, I'm like, I'm a little disappointed, but I get it.
Yeah.
Because it didn't bring anything to the table.
It didn't bring anything to the table, which is really sad because I made a summer camp about time travelers. And the whole story was that, like, they raised these teenagers to become, like, time police. That was basically, like, the whole story. And
Right.
But it was a camp setting. So you get, like...
And it had a glitch that unexpectedly tied it together with the theme of the game, where it didn't have an ending and would just keep looping.
Actually, yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, I remember because I
yeah.
played the beta test.
That's right. That did happen. But yeah, no, that was the thing where like it was supposed to be like a schlocky camp, funny like summer camp story about a bunch of teenagers, but like the world was falling apart because like people were time traveling and messing with time. But maybe I'll just make that its own separate thing now because I can't really snake its way into my universe anymore.
Not in the same way.
Yeah.
Although time travel we've kind of established.
We also kind of changed how it works.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't really fit in the theme anymore.
Not entirely.
So.
Time travel's a tricky thing.
Oh yeah,
Truly
I
is.
fixed it.
Yeah.
I actually, I found a way to fix it.
It's that scene from fucking Endgame where it's Tony coming to like Avengers campus. It's like, I found time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like we found a way to kind of make it like not bullshit, and then now we're removing. I missed a gem.
Just for one gem.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah, but no, yeah, I had a lot.
I
of
wrote
fun.
the entire lore and massive world of an entire universe and then never did anything with it.
See, I'm in the same boat, but at least now I can work with Veras to make it work.
yeah. Dude, you gotta know some comic artists, no?
Me?
Yeah. Other than me, I guess. Do you not?
I don't think I do.
Really? That actually kind of surprises me a little bit with the amount of people that you know.
The illustration major wasn't anywhere close to the film major in college.
That's fair. They were kind of one and the same in
Yeah,
Lowell.
the area where film was in the Leslie campus was next to photography and animation, but
That makes sense.
we weren't near illustration. They were in the building next door.
For us, film, animation, and art were all in the same building. So actually, we were like right on top of each other a lot of the time.
All
But-
the arts were in my building.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
They were mixed. All three of ours, the art and film and animation, were mixed between the two buildings, but the primary thing of illustrations, actually, now I'm thinking about it, took place on like the third floor of the building that we were on. We were on the basement
Gotcha.
for film and
Yeah, so
animation,
you guys
so I
were-
didn't get to meet too many of the illustration majors.
That makes sense.
That is fair. I met almost every interior design student because that was in most of the building.
I met a good amount of the animation students, although I didn't really get to like connect with any of them. I just kind of figured I have a Veras for that, so
Hello.
like,
Now you have a Justin. Because Justin does that to you.
I'm down. Anyway,
Whatever style you're craving.
That is
Cartoon or anime. You got both
yeah.
your bases covered now.
That
the
is
two genders.
that too.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is always the fun thing too, right?
Oh,
Is
God,
style.
dude, I could fucking go on for hours about the difference between somebody who has the mindset of a cartoonist and somebody who's the mindset of an anime person.
Of an anime.
There is
an anime.
There is such a strong difference between the two styles because it's exactly the conversation we had about our Crusader designs. And how the old Crusader designs were following more of an anime mindset and the new ones follow more of a cartoony mindset. And I made both, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm a cartoonist at heart, so it's just so interesting. Like, just, I don't know. It's, oh, God, I could fucking go on and on.
Yeah.
But I know you have a question in hand, Dan, so I'll let you.
Yeah, I have to do this in a voice.
Okay.
What's your favorite type of cheese?
Whatever that cheese we get from McKinnon's is super
Romano.
fucking good. Romano.
Ooh, Romano is
It's
very
so fucking good. It's so salty, but oh my god, I fucking love it so much.
Shit does slap.
I eat it by the block. Not
Fuck
even
yeah.
kidding. Not kidding. I eat it by the block.
You shouldn't be kidding. That's the only way to eat cheese
It is
effectively.
so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I would literally yank it out of the fridge, unfoil the plastic, eat out of it, and then wrap it back up when I was done.
Yeah.
It was so
I'm a
fucking
basic
good.
bitch. I fucking love American cheese.
That's fair.
Like, put
That is so good.
put some more fucking macroplastics in me, baby.
Do it, motherfucker.
Do you do
I
it
am-
by the slice or the block?
Both. I've done both.
I am a huge fan of cheddar cheese.
Cheddar cheese is very good.
But the
which type of
sharpest-
okay, there you go. Yep,
The
that was
sharpest
my
you
question.
can get your hands on. So like I want to be able to feel cuts on my tongue when I eat that cheese.
Okay.
I love that shit.
If you don't have cuts on the roof of your mouth after eating cheese, did you really eat cheese?
I've always been a big fan of brie too when it's cooked right.
I've never tried
I
brie.
don't think I've had brie.
Brie with some crackers and like a grape or strawberry jam or jelly.
Crackers?
So good.
I'm just crackers about cheese. Brie. God, this.
My mom used to always make really good brie.
I didn't know brie was something you made.
Well, because
You can make cheese, Dan.
Well, that's
well,
not.
it's come so brie
Is it
it's like
cum? I hope not.
brie in like its base form is almost too hard for human consumption. You have to bake it in the oven and it becomes all soft and squishy so you can like
Shit.
hold it up with like a cracker and stuff.
You
Okay.
are not strong enough to handle raw brie.
Holy shit.
That's to my understanding, though. The comments might flame me for that.
That's
I might even be
crazy.
wrong.
I
But
don't know.
The wheels of brie that we used to get were always really like tough and hard when we first bought them, and then we'd stick them in the oven in like tinfoil, and they'd be soft and perfect for like crackers
like,
and jam
crackers.
and stuff.
That's
Yeah.
good hill rolling cheese. If it's strong and sturdy, it'll go down the hill faster.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fucking love cheese.
Have you guys seen the documentary episode about the cheese wheel race that they have over in, I think it's Ireland?
That's what I was referencing.
No.
Good. Okay.
Where
I'm
is
glad
this?
you were referencing
They
that.
do cheese
I think it's
wheels
in the
races.
UK, if I remember
It's like a
correctly.
European thing.
It's a European thing where they grab a giant wheel of cheese and they roll it down a hill, and you have to chase it down the hill, and whoever can survive down the hill and touch the cheese wins.
That
Yeah.
sounds like an Italian thing.
It's the UK. It's somewhere in the UK. It's either Scotland or Ireland or something like that.
God damn. That's really good, actually.
There's a documentary episode on Netflix about it.
Love it.
I hear this fucking sound in my dreams.
Oh, the fucking. Oh, 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 oh.